Hello. Okay, so today I'm going to be reading from a book called Treetop Twins, Treetop Twins Wilderness Adventures. It's a book by Cressida Cow. The twins meet a quagga. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So this book I got for the year, I think the beginning of the year, before lockdown. I think it like literally like 5 days before lockdown. And I remember this because I got paid the 25th. And then I went to McDonald's and then I got I got this book. I got a Happy Meal for myself to eat because I was on a budget, not knowing that I got paid. So I was on a budget, got the Happy Meal, and then I was obviously alone because I was on my way to work. So this is about 10 o'clock in the morning because at the time I worked for a UK company and my shifts were, or my working hours were from 11 or 11:30 I think until like 7 or 7:30 at night. So I got a Happy Meal, ate it on the way to work, and then obviously instead of choosing a toy I chose a book because at that time McDonald's SA just rolled out the the books instead of a toy. Yeah, and I wanted to get this book to try it out and see, and I was actually quite surprised. It's a really good book. It's well written. It's well the word is not designed, like the pictures are, it's good quality. Okay, so as you can see, it said on the, I don't know if you can see that, it says Happy Meal readers for 3 and up. Okay, so it was the first time and the last time I actually did that. So I'm gonna read this book to you. It's a bit lengthy. It's quite a few pages, so I'm going to try and keep it down, hopefully under 5 minutes if I can stop talking and start reading. The sun beat down on the sizzling savannah, and the grasses hummed with busy insects. The Treetop family have taken their time machine and travelled back in time to the 18th century to the grasslands of South Africa. One bright blue day, the big twins Alfie and Aisha were looking after the little twins Tulip and Ted. Their parents, Professor Pablo and Professor Penelope, were taking a nap. When the professors woke up, the Treetop family were going to spend the evening at a nearby waterhole to see what animals were living in the African savannah at that time. There'll be cheetahs, said Aisha. And ostriches, said Alfie. And lions and elephants, said Ted. Don't forget the unicorns, said Tulip. Don't be silly, laughed Ted. Only babies believe in unicorns. Alfie and Aisha were laughing too, which made Tulip very cross. I'll show them that I'm not a baby, said Tulip to herself. I'll go down to the waterhole and look for unicorns on my own. Just make it like, there we go. So when the others weren't looking, Tulip decided to walk to the waterhole by herself. She found a hill to hide behind and ducked down out of sight. From a hiding place she spotted an ostrich and a wildebeest and a herd of creatures she had never seen before. Tulip couldn't see them properly because there were some trees in the way. From the side they looked a little bit like horses, but they were much smaller. So they must be unicorns, said Tulip triumphantly. I knew it. Meanwhile, Alfie and Aisha and Ted had noticed that Tulip was missing. They woke up Professor Penelope and Professor Pablo, and they all hurried to the waterhole. They crept up very quietly so as not to disturb the animals and peered over Tulip's shoulder. I'm sorry I called you. I don't know if you guys... I'm sorry I called you a baby, whispered Ted. And I'm sorry I ran off without telling you where I was going, whispered Tulip. But look, I did find some unicorns. Just then, one of the strange creatures turned towards them, and it did not have a horn. Oh, said Tulip, feeling very disappointed. It isn't a unicorn after all. But it did have something else interesting. It had stripes, but not all over it, just on its front half. It's a quagga, said Professor Penelope. It's about the size of a zebra, but with stripes only on the front half of its body. Why is it called a quagga? I hope I'm saying that right, asked Tulip. The quagga opened its mouth and made a noise. Quagga! Like, as soon as I hope I'm saying that correctly, I doubt it. That must be why, grinned Ted. But the quagga had made that noise for a reason. There were 3 beautiful golden lionesses padding towards the waterhole. The lionesses prowled closer, but the quaggas had already been alerted. Quagga! They cried as they all ran away. All except for one. a baby, who couldn't run quite fast enough. Oh no, cried Tulip, they're going to catch it. But then something amazing happened. A great wildebeest saw the baby quagga was in trouble. It stepped forward and shook its enormous horns at the lioness. The lionesses were scared away, and now it was their turn to run away. Phew, said Alfie. Why did that big wildebeest save the baby quagga? We all have to look after the babies, even if they aren't ours, said Aisha, putting her arm around Tulip. I'm not a baby, said Tulip. Oh my goodness. But she smiled and hugged Aisha anyway. And then the Treetop family walked back home through the cooling grass for dinner. Nighttime in the savannah, Professor Pablo was putting the twins to bed. I'm so glad we got to travel back in time and meet the quaggas, said Aisha, who had drawn a picture of one in her notebook. Me too, said Professor Pablo, turning the light off. Sorry it wasn't a unicorn, Tulip, but it was almost as good. I wonder what year and what place we'd have to travel to see a unicorn, said Tulip to herself. One day, I'll find a unicorn. Just you wait and see. So, thank you so much to everyone who joined my reading today. I hope, I know that I do go quite fast. I do apologize, working on it. But thank you so much to everyone that joined. I hope you have a great day. Be blessed, stay safe, be kind, be respectful, and keep on learning. Do things that scare you, do things that make you want to be a better person. And for all the kids out there, give mommy and daddy, aunties, uncles, mas, and pas lots of hugs and lots of kisses.